Hello guys, welcome to UCAN YouTube channel, Visual Programming Lecture 2. Today we'll be discussing on types of programming languages. Those who did not watch Lecture 1, the link is given in the description. Kindly watch the Lecture 1, then only you can understand the Lecture 2. Let us get into the topic. What are types of programming languages are there? There are two types of programming languages. One is low-level language, another one is high-level language. Under low-level language, there are two types of programming language: are the machine language and assembly language. Under high-level language, there are four different types of programming languages: are the procedural language, non-procedural language, object-oriented language, and event-driven programming language. What is a low-level programming language? Low-level programming language is very closer to the machine. Machine language. Machine language, we simply say it is binary language, that is 0 and 1s. The machine language cannot be understood by the human, but it can directly execute the program without having any translator like compiler and interpreter. Since it is very closer to the machine, the execution of the program is very fast. The major thing what we have to keep in mind, so it is not portable. So the thing is, we have to think about the architecture and the specification of the system before writing the machine language, because the code it is written for the one machine cannot be used for the another machine. Disadvantage of machine language: it is difficult to program because 0 and 1s. Yeah, so we cannot understand the code. It's very difficult to program because everything is going to be a 0 and 1s. The same way we cannot modify because the code is written as 0 and 1s. We cannot check what error is happened there. It is so difficult. It is not portable. That is, it is mission dependent. Program created for one mission cannot be used for the another mission. So based on the system architecture and specification only, it does work. Assembly language. Assembly language is more readable comparing with the machine language. So it uses symbolic instructions like add, that is addition, subtraction, move values, multiplication. So human can easily understand with this code. So these symbols and numbers are called mnemonic code. We simply say it is mnemonic code. So in assembly language, the mnemonic code is used for writing a program. The machine language, 0 and 1s are used for writing a code. Assembly language cannot be executed the program directly. It is not very closer to the machine. So it needs a converter. So our assembly language has to be converted to the machine language, then it will be executed. So here the assembler is used to convert the assembly language into machine language. It is also not portable. That is, it is machine independent. Execution of the program is slower than the machine language. So this is a comparison between the machine language and the assembly language. Now we move to high level language. So it is closer to human language, like a user can easily understand. It's like English language. For example, we will be using main, print, void, return, input in the programming languages. So these are the examples for high-level programming language like Fortran, Gobol, Basic, Pascal, C, C++, Java, Python. These are the few examples for high-level languages. What are the advantages of high-level language? It is very easy to learn and to write the program, as well as since it is readable by the human can easily understand. And the same way, user can detect and remove errors. There are n number of library functions are there. We can use those library functions in our program. So it is mission independent. So comparing with the low-level language, high-level is a mission independent. So we can use the code which is designed for the particular mission. We can use those code to the another mission also. That is why we say mission independent. Disadvantages of high-level programming language. This low efficiency comparing with the low-level language, because one line of high-level language has multiple lines of mission language instructions. Time consuming comparing with the low-level language. Yeah, it takes more time to execute the code, as well as it consumes more memory. So this is the introduction of different types of programming languages. And now we should know what is translator. So for the low level language, that is for the mission language, there is no need of having any translator or any converter. But for the high level language, there should be a translator to convert the source code to the mission code. So there are two different types of translator, the compiler and interpreter. What is compiler? It takes complete source code and converts into the object code, which can be understood by the mission. Then mission will execute the program. It takes entire code. So interpreter, it will not convert the complete code. So it will check one by one. That is, it reads line by line and execute the program. That is the difference between compiler and interpreter. And procedural language. It is called a third generation language because it is used in third generation computers. Follows a procedure and sequence of instructions. The sequence of specific order is very, very important here. That is order of the program. Example for procedure language are BASIC, RPG, Algol, Gobol, Fortran, Pascal, and C. Non-procedure language. So it is fourth generation language. Order of the program is not important here. Non-procedure language mainly works in databases. It is user-friendly. We can easily access the databases using the non-procedure languages. That is why it is very easy to use and it saves time. Example for non-procedure languages are SQL, Prolog, Lisp, MATLAB, HTML, and CSS. Object-oriented programming. What is object-oriented programming? In programming, everything is based on object. So object-oriented programming is programming paradigm based on the concept of objects which can contain data and code. Example for object-oriented programming are C++, Java, Python, or Ruby, Perl, PHP. Now, here comes the answer for the visual programming. So what type of language it is, the visual programming? Visual programming is an event-driven programming language. What is event-driven programming languages? It is a type of programming language that is specifically designed to handle events and respond to the events. So in event-driven programming, the flow of program is determined by the events rather than the sequential set of instructions. It means that user actions like button clicks, mouse movements, system events, application starter, file open. Or developers write a code to respond to these events, allowing the application to interact with users and respond to the changes in its environment. That is why it is called event-driven language. Here, everything is done based on the events. The example for event-driven programming language is Visual Basic, JavaScript, C#. So in the next lecture, we will be learning introduction of visual programming. Thank you.